Hello, it's time for some Great War again. We are struggling for the Sausage Valley and the Boisselle village, which is scenario 10 in the core booklet or core game. Last time we were advancing up here, we have some troops advancing there. We have managed to get into the German trench, which actually gives us a victory medal, which is the first one. Even though it's a temporary one, we still got it, so we're happy about that. The Germans have 3 of these. One of them is actually a temporary one too. So, we are ready to start up turn 7. And from the last time we have the attack center card, and the new card is okay. We have 2 attack centers now. Well, okay. So that guy is actually the center section, so we could do something. Too bad we didn't get anything here, because we could have got that machine gun. Now we might get away. So I will activate that guy. I have 4 of these. I was thinking maybe I could put a barrage here, but I think we need a 5 strength barrage when they are in the trench to get some kind of an effect there, or chance for it at least. So what else? We could get a 2 dice attack from a mortar up towards his machine gun, and maybe advance with 1 unit into those shell holes. Try to get some pressure from here as well. I think I will do that. So that guy will move I think the shell holes is a bit better position. Well, I could be attacked by 2 guys in close combat though, but here I can ignore flags, which I cannot if I go up the hill. But that guy can combat, so yeah, we'll close combat the Germans there. And let's start an advance from here too. Which ones? Let's grab these guys. No, let's not grab these guys. Okay, so we are advancing here too, closing into his machine gun there. These guys cannot fire, but we had a mortar in 4 hex range, so that will fire with 2 dice. We start with that. We could... I cannot afford that card. That could be a good thing in this turn. I could force those guys out, and also those guys out, and we could jump into the trench. Anyway, and the Germans don't have any card to play either, so let's do the mortar attack. And another hit actually on the flag, which I'm sure he will ignore. So, but he's down to 2 now. The attrition starts to wear here, so I mean, next time I could be... I know we have another attack center coming, so we could be bold enough to advance here and close combat him actually. Let's see. Okay, so for the other one, close combat from here to here. That gives us 3 dice. And that is, as a fact, 2 hits. He can only ignore 1 soldier in close combat in trench. So that guy is actually down to 1. I didn't grab that trench though, but Still happy with that result. That's down to 1. We still had 2 full-strength rifle units just nearby here, so we don't have a control yet of this sector, but not too bad. So we're done with that. I have 4 of these and only 1 card. I think I'll go for the combat card actually. Let's see. Battle Fury. Cost 2. After successful close combat in which enemy unit is either eliminated or retreats from the hex, target may gain ground and make a bonus close combat with 1 additional die. If the target unit has already made a bonus close. Okay, so 1 ordered soldier unit. So we could, you know, maybe in the next turn already, if we wipe out that guy, we could do another one with 1 extra die. That's really valuable. Okay, so, and I had the option to discard the gas attack, but I'll hold on to it. There's no need to discard that now. Okay, so we're ready for the Germans then. Turn 7. Not too bad of a turn. Okay, they have rush and rotation. They order 4 soldier units. They move up to 6 hexes, must end adjacent. We saw this one in the last scenario, right? And they need to be, yeah, moving adjacent, and they can move through friendly units. So they can bring up some reserves would they want to do that. This is interesting. I mean, first of all, they will of course activate that guy. Second one, thinking it would be okay, since we need to move those guys adjacent to our own unit, we can start off with a movement already, so we see where we can get adjacent to our own unit. So start with this. I need to move adjacent, so I will actually go oh man, this is not that easy anyway. Yeah, this was harder than I thought. Yeah, I need to think a bit about this. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's what a German will do. He will actually now move up his mortars, and they will move up 1, 2, 3, all the way to the front here. Now they can get some more effective fire coming. I don't know, can they get more than 2 dice in range combat actually? No, 2 is the maximum, and as usual they get 3 from the close combat. But anyway, they can get some 2 dice attacks down here wherever they want. They can reach pretty much whole my line here, and maybe also give some support in this sector if needed. So that's that. As of these guys, he will actually now try to save his lone guy here and move that down here, all the way back to the baseline. No, he cannot do that because he needs to move adjacent. So we need to do this first. These guys will move up the hill. Oops. Like that. And now this guy can move. No, this one was first. The machine gun needs to move adjacent to a unit, so he will move actually back here. So he could now give fire here if you want to. Not in this turn though. And now we can move this guy to the baseline. So that's the 4 units that will move. 1, 2, 3 and 4 for the trench mortar here. Okay. So he's done. And that was a German turn 7. Grab him another card. And let's see. Oops. Okay. So he has 4, 7 of these. Let's see if he wants to grab some more. That's a 5. So he will actually grab a combat card now. Which is counterintelligence. Okay, he can bring up 1 discarded card from the pile of combat cards. And he could actually play that in the same turn he get it. Yeah. Okay. Quite good. So he could also discard 1 card, but he don't want to do that. So let's move on to turn 8. We have the attack center, and we also have now an attack left. And I will play the center. Let's continue there anyway. 3 units here. Well, it will be those guys. It will be those guys. That guy. And perhaps the trench mortar again. Yeah. So these guys will actually now jump into the trench, pinning down his machine gun. Like that. So we are now adjacent to him there. These guys will follow to the shell hole which we just abandoned. So we want to pour in some more guys into the German trenches here. And here these guys will jump into the trench like that, and they can actually attack because they only moved 1. And the 4th, third, okay, that was 3 units. Yeah, so I cannot actually activate that mortar. He can fire, that cannot fire, but these guys can close combat, and the target will be, well, let's try to get those guys. They cannot ignore any flags, so maybe we can get a retreat on those. So that's 3 dice, and the Germans don't have any combat cards to counter me with. And 2 hits and the flag. Awesome. So hard hits there, and he needs to retreat down the slope to his trenches back there. Okay, pretty good. Let's grab another one. You know what? We could now actually play the Battle Fury. Yeah, we will do that. So I play the Battle Fury card. That's 2. Because now we can go up here and attack again. And this time I will attack. This time I will attack his machine gun down there. And as a matter of fact, I get 1 additional die to the attack as well. So I will now attack with 4 dice here. Which brings me pretty good chance to actually eliminate his machine gun. And we did not. We did not. We got 1 hit on him. He could choose to take another retreat, but there's no good retreat options for him anymore. So I think he will actually stay there, but he takes the hit like that. And we can grab 1 HQ token. And that's the end of it. Okay. So now I have the option to grab another card, or I go for the HQ tokens this time. So I have 5. And then I'm ready with my turn 8. And yeah. Let's go to the German turn. They have a counterattack, so they will actually also do 3 in the center. Okay, he could also play the counterintelligence. Would he want to do that? Let's see what cards we have here. These could be interesting for him, right? Turn fire, machine gun barrage, mortar barrage. Another interesting one would be actually to get the machine gun barrage, because he could activate both his machine guns. And I mean, he gets 2 attacks plus 1 additional die, even in close combat. I think ranged or close, yeah. The other one would be to boost up that machine gun with a physician card. I think we have 2 really good options here. And I would say it's 50-50. So let's roll a die. 1, 2, 3 is the machine gun. 4, 5, 6 he will play the physician. Okay, machine gun it is. First of all, he plays the counterintelligence. That will cost him 1 HQ token. Then he grabs the machine gun barrage, plays it, so he will pay 4 more for that, which will be a total of 5, which we have here. And then he activates that machine gun, and he can activate yet another unit in the center. Let's take that guy for that. And he will actually move here, because if that guy would be killed by a machine gun close combat, he could close combat me there, which I think he wants. So this is what's gonna happen. So let's start here. First attack, 4 dice here, close combat. I cannot counter with anything. I only have the guess attack. Here comes the first one. Ah, wrong die. Okay. So I was hit for... I got 1 hit. Here. He gains an HQ token, and I could take a flag if I want to, but I don't want to, because if I retreat out in the open, he still has another fire or attack coming, so he would kill me out there. So I will stay put here and let him attack again. Another 4 dice coming, and that was tough. That was a good roll. He hit me with 3, I'm eliminated. Oh man. Victory medal for the Germans. Wow. Well, I didn't expect that hard of a hit, to be honest. Okay, so next up we have that machine gun who attacks uphill. I cannot ignore any flags there, so it's a pretty good chance I will retreat. 4 dice coming, and I can ignore 1 soldier symbol. I take 2 hits and a retreat. Well, now there's things happening here. He's getting a fierce counter-attack here against me. And as a matter of fact, that guy can still fire once, and he has that guy in his sight, so he can fire with 4 dice there too. At least I have a more trench protection there from that ranged fire. But he rolls good. I ignored those 2, but I take 2 hits actually. So I'm down to 1 here. And problem is that guy can still attack, and he has 2 targets. I think he wants to eliminate me there, so he goes for that. That's 3 dice. He's not on getting the bonus from the machine gun barrage. But he only needs 1 hit. He got it, and I'm done. So, yet another medal for the Germans. They now have 5. Well, that was serious business, but the Germans. Okay, what's a clear message? Don't approach our trenches. Oh man. 2 units destroyed, 1 full strength, and well, that was decimated from the beginning, I think, but we also got 1 from full strength down to 2 now. So, a good counterattack by the Germans. Grab them another 1. He has 3 HQ tokens, so let's see if he wants more of those. Yes, he wants to gather up more of these. And then we're done, and it's our turn. We have the attack left, and we now have an infantry assault. So we could again reach his trench and attack if we would use the center. And the thing is, that guy is also legal for attack. We could get some. We could hit back quite hard here. Let's see. I'll take a short break and be back for turn 9. Okay. So for the infantry assault we will play now. Well, let's see at the options. Would I play it on my left hand side? I could attack with that guy, right? We could go, well, We could do a combined attack with some fire and a close combat. Maybe to grab the crater. I mean, we could go, you know, 2 out in the open. Then these guys could move here and here. Both could do a range fire at that guy first, and then we could close combat and hopefully get it. He can only ignore 1 flag there. I mean, there's a good chance we could manage that, I think. We could even eliminate that guy with a bit of luck. And another good thing with that would be we could follow up that with the attack left on the next turn, right? So we know we could get 2 activations here in a row. Yeah. So yeah, and we also could actually fire with this machine gun. I mean, we could begin with this also, this card, and we could get some preparations going. Fire with that guy. Fire with that guy. Get 1 here. He could also fire with 1 die, and that guy could actually move up here. That's not a bad option, to be honest. That wouldn't give me any medals right now, but would be a better plan for the long run, I think. Okay, so for the center section, that's the most tempting one, you know, in a short term, because we have maybe some medals to collect here. We could move up with the infantry assault, move up there and still attack. That's 2 guys, so we could, with a bit of luck, eliminate that and grab that. We could grab that medal for eliminating that unit. Here we had another one in the center. He could move up the hill, attack down there, and probably grab another medal. At least 1 we would get from that turn. And we still have that infantry unit that could, well, move up here to be able to later advance up here. Not a bad option either. And a better in a short run. I mean, the Germans have 5 medals. They can soon reach the 7. So the center section plan would be more to, you know, thinking like, okay, the Germans will probably win. They have such a big lead. But we try to catch up as much as possible before we lose this scenario. The left-hand side is a more long-term, meaning, okay, let's hope he didn't grab the 7th one pretty soon, and we will eventually grab some stuff here. I mean, we have, on this side, we have some interesting points. We will get the victory medal for that, and the Germans will actually lose 1 if they don't have hold of that one. Also, we have the building back there we could grab for another victory medal. So this is for sure more interesting for the long term. So for the right hand side, the thing there is that we have the freshest troops, so to speak, there, or the infantry. We have 3 full strength units here in the trench, first line trench, just waiting to get over the top and attack. And I say this is the middle way. We could go here, attack. We will not do any attacks this turn, but eventually we'll get up there, and you know, suddenly it becomes an interesting option for the breakthrough victory medal options. So we could, with a bit of luck, get 3 or maybe 2 units out of the board and gain some medals for that. But that will be a few turns away. But because there's a lot of ground to cover. But the infantry assault is a big jump start for that, because we can move 3 hexes. That guy will actually end up there already. That guy will end up there. And I could even run into the open with this guy, because there's no real threats against him. And I don't think the Germans will, you know, waste an artillery bombardment for 1 unit in the open. So I'd say this is 3 really good options, and I don't know which one to pick, to be honest. I just don't know. All 3 are very tempting. All 3 are very tempting. Yeah, what to do? I think I'll go for the left hand side anyway. I know I could have some quick medals there, and I could get that guy into cover, which would be really nice. That's for sure. I cannot decide this. This is hard. Well, even though this is not AI, I'll roll a die. I cannot decide it, but I think somehow I feel I wanted to do that first of all. That as a second option, and that's my third option. So this is how I will decide it by the roll. This, if I roll a 1, that will be the option. 2 or 3, I will do the center section. And 4 to 6, this one. So it's a best chance, the best odds is to get this one, and then this, and then this. Let's do that and see what happens. Okay, it's a 6, so I will go for the long run. That feels good. But I'm a little bit... I wanted these guys into cover. And I think, since I now do the left hand side, I think I will actually play the attack left first, because I want to activate my machine guns and begin the preparations. So I will activate the machine gun, and actually that guy and that guy. So these guys will rush up 2 here, like that, and the machine gun and that guy will just fire. So let's start with the machine gun against his shell hole there, or the crater more of. But he's 3 hexes away, so I will get the 3 dice on it. Not bad. I could force him away, but I will not, because I will use that in the next turn, I think. Okay, 1 hit. So 1 down here in the pit, and I got also a 2 dice attack here. And that's nothing, but I gained an HQ token. Like that. Okay. That's for the preparations for my big assault coming probably the next turn. You never know what card I get here. I could get something even better. Okay, now I have quite a bunch of these, so I will get a combat card this time. Maybe I get something good. Advance over the top. Okay, this in conjunction with this one could be really, really awesome. Let's see. Okay, that's it for my turn 9. Let's play the Germans. So they have an attack center coming. That was really bad for me. Really, really bad, because now they will activate that machine gun. He will start pounding here. He will close combat me here, and he will also activate his 2 strength unit, moving on up 1 hex, and he can attack me again. So here we go. Let's start with the... maybe we wait with the machine gun. He could also fire at me here if he wants to eliminate me. So let's see how it goes here first. So this guy will close combat me here first with 3 dice. He hit me once. I'm down to 1. He gained 1 HQ token for that. And then we had the guy back there who also will do a close combat here. Wait a minute, did I get a... No, I don't think it was a flag, so I cannot get away. So here comes his second attack. He gains a victory medal, yeah, because he eliminates me, but he also gets an HQ token. So I'm done here too now. Which gives the German player his 6th victory medal. Okay, so maybe my long-term plan was not that good. He could gain ground, and I think he wished to do that, so he advances with his 2 strength unit up here to be able to counter me better here. And now he will also fire with that machine gun with 3 dice against my units in the shell holes. And he's really lucky. He hits me with 2 dice here. And I can ignore that retreat flag, which I will. Okay, so now the 7th medal is not far away. That guy is in a bad shape there now. And yeah, maybe I should have gone for the short-term solution anyway, but he was lucky getting that center activated with many units. Okay, so he now has 6 HQ tokens. So 7 or more, he grab more, otherwise he will get a card. He opts for the card, so he now has a body armor. Play after opponent's battlefield ranged combat. 1 defending soldier units could ignore soldier hits, meaning soldier symbol hits. Okay. Not a bad card either. So that's it. My assault here has failed. I'm gone. I will actually in the next turn lose my last or my only medal, because I'm not in his trench now anymore. He was able to eliminate me there, and he has 6. So this could be a 7-0 with a bit of bad luck for me. But I have this up my sleeve, so I'll do my best to grab that hex, and with a bit of luck also that hex in my next turn, because now we'll see an infantry assault coming. Yeah, we will. I will try to grab those hexes now and get some medals. I need to do that. So it's a bit dangerous to get involved here, because we have pretty dangerous unit here. It's the German bomber. But let's see how this ends. I think the next... I will upload this, even though I think the next... it will end pretty soon, this game, but I will leave this as a cliffhanger. It will be a short video, probably the next one. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I think you will... I hope I will be back, and I think this is an interesting game. Even though it's very uneven now in the medals. we have gathered so far, but you never know what will happen. Okay, see you later and bye.